what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go now. 60 or. Mike, guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Costello. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Lady!
Now a handoff working right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Stafford on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Costello. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, easy!
Stafford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lady! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Zero. Show it up. Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Switch.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike 54. Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, Mike 7. 50. 50.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Chopper. He's alert. Hey, Echo.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And Diggs has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 70.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Mike, check, 59. 70! Let's go! Fun! 59's Mike.
Throwing again is Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
Ready! Hey, watch your leg. Check 59. Mike is 11. White. Hey, give me radar. Hey, exit. Watch twist. Hey, twist.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after, through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. For that, they've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Ready? Throwing again. Costello. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Back to throw. Costello looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Costello. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Costello. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
57. Let's go, T.
On 4th down, Costello. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking. 39!
And again this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
61, matchbox white. Right, 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, Stafford here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Alert! Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Top go. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". I got him.
Now Stafford. It's complete to Diggs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
280, 59. Hey, Delta. Check, 59. Hey. Just like that. Big 20. Mike 59.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Hey, easy.
Throwing again. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
50. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, 50. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. All day, punk. 50.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through.
They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Hey, 50.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
I'm here all day. 59 is Mike, 59. Hey, Red! Check, 59. Go. Mike's 59.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
32. Check. Fresno. Alert. Hey, Wahoo.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Stafford's pass completes to number 15. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3.
50.
Check 15. Check 43. Alert flare. Monday. Switch. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Lucky. 11. Big 20. Bravo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
59. Mike is 59.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Costello. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Slam.
Topper.
Big dash. Go.
2nd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. General West, 90 Wolf.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Costello. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Costello. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Second and 9 now. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. Overall, hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second and 9, Stafford. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
280. You learn. 40 got. 40 got.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
I got 29. I'm on. Hey.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy.
The big fella, the 40, and all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Costello. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Steve 6.
59. Mike is good.
Easy.
Oh, you got deep? Mike 5'9".
Like 7.
Oh, you get on the head.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Boston.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.